What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP, Crash Bandicoot 2 Part 8. We are now beginning the level of Ruin Nation. This is the 19th level in the game, the 4th level in the 4th warp room, and the second of two ruin-based levels that are set on Intensity Island. The ones similar to Road to Ruin, except this time it is raining, but that does not that does not affect the way that the level, that doesn't affect the level at all. It's just something that that they added, I guess, for a background effect. You can watch it actually pick up in intensity as you go along. The rain, it'll start out kind of sprinkling as you go along, but then as you continue throughout the level, it will get heavier. And it's a lot harder. You can see here they do give you a mask right here because of this section, similar to Road to Ruin, except this time all this is nitros, and you have to be very careful getting through there because it is actually pretty difficult. And also, if you can get through the nitros pretty easily, they may also give you this mask because of this green gym path, because it is actually pretty difficult. You can watch the rain pick up here, get pretty heavy here. You will definitely need a mask while going through this section. It is, as I said, very, very difficult. Not only do you have the monkeys throwing the logs at you, you have those flaming heads, or the idle heads, I guess you could call them. You can see the bonus round there. These moving pillars here, the rain doesn't affect them. They don't make you slip any. They don't make you slide down any faster than what the normal ones would do in Road to Ruin, so you don't have to worry about that. As I said, the rain will not affect anything. You may think, okay, well, you might have to worry about, you may slide around on the stone platforms out here. Well, no, thankfully they didn't add that in there. They probably couldn't, console limitations and all that back in '97. But anyway, this will actually bring you. This is one of the few gym paths that are not. Well, I guess none of the gym paths are like this, but you can see here it will take you to a little bit farther into the level. You can jump off of them at any time, so that's that's something nice. Looks like I got caught on the ruins. There's actually a few ruins here and there that you can catch yourself on, and you'll be able to continue on. But as you can see here, we get the gym. That's what I would have done anyway. I would have died, but just because it had sent me back so far, and I didn't want to go through the level without getting the gym, or without getting all of this. You can see here, this is the biggest puzzle and one of the hardest bonus round puzzles in this game. What you have to do here is you have to leave this stack of 3 here. You have to destroy the stacks of 4 because you cannot get onto them by yourself. Oh wow! And this is actually a glitch that can happen. You can see I am. Oh. Wow. That's actually a glitch that can happen, and it's actually it can happen quite frequently if you try to hit both stacks of the boxes. That will actually happen a lot more often than you think. But most of the time, whenever that happens, you cannot save yourself. You'll have to quit the level and then come back to be able to get yourself unstuck from that. So you'd have to do all of that again, especially if you haven't saved before. That will definitely hurt, so you have to make sure that you save coming into this level, especially if you've already done a cold hard crash and you didn't save. That would definitely suck, and it has happened to me before. So I was talking from experience, but yeah, sometimes I guess you can save yourself if you are lucky. I've sadly never been that lucky, but anyway, you can see here at 157, you can actually get 159 pieces of wumpa fruit. Maybe it's 160. I think I might have spun 2 pieces away, and that one that's standing right there. You can get that. I didn't show it off, but it is actually pretty easy to get. So that is the most wumpa fruit you can gain in one bonus round is 160. You know, we've seen the other amounts that you can gain. You know, the lower amounts you can gain from time to time. This is stupid. And you can just see just how far you actually go back and why it is actually useful just to go ahead and die in the gym path instead of, or you know, after getting the gym instead of waiting or even trying to backtrack this far. So that I'd glitch through it somehow. You know, you can see right up here is the platform that you would have come out at. While of course, you know, if you hadn't gotten the green gem yet, by the time you go through this level, you could very easily go through the. You know, you could very easily go through this level and then come back to the green gem, and you could bypass quite a bit of crap, but just like a shortcut, it's definitely not. The green gem path is used as a shortcut quite that often. But if you notice the nitro switch that was just sitting there between 4 possums on those rotating platforms, you're actually supposed to spin one of the possums into the nitro crate. That isn't the easiest way. It's the safest way, but you only have 4 tries, and you know, maybe 2 if you 2 to 3 if you accidentally hit one of the possums like I did. That is actually you can happen quite often, so you do have to be careful of that happening. But what I find, and this is the easiest for me, is that I just jump onto it. I've never back when I was younger and I couldn't jump onto it, that's the only way that I could do it, was by jumping on the by spinning the possums, just because I could not figure out how to jump onto it and, you know, make the timing right and all that. But it is not that difficult. You know, it's just timing, just watching for Crash Shadow once you get over. Now you can see here a new type of beehive. I believe about 8 to 10 bees will actually come at you, and they will follow you. And I can take a look here. Well, let's see. As long as you activate the bees, and this one will actually follow you around until he gets back to his hive. Yeah, and I would definitely say that's about 6 to 7 bees, possibly 8, but you cannot spin them all. If they do come at you, you cannot spin them all. If you don't have a mask with you, you will end up getting hit, so you do have to be very careful, and you want to stay underground as much as possible. And if you notice the lumberjack scientists, those are the only enemies that will be able to hurt you while you are underground, because they can smash you with their hammer. Unlike anything else, won't be able to hurt you. The bullet seed idols, I'm sorry, not the bullet seed idols, the bullet seed plants, the bees, you know, none of that will be able to actually hurt you. Only the lumberjacks will, so you have to be careful in timing. You want to spin him before you actually get to him. You know, just spin just a little bit in front of him, and then you won't have to worry about getting hit. Alright, so you can see these nitros here, so we'll have to wait till later to get the nitro crate. And actually have to be pretty quick through there, because the bees, because you can actually get slowed down by the bullets spitting plants, and they will actually slow you down and actually cause you to get stung more often than you'd think. So you just have to sliding and jumping at the same time is actually a great way to go through a section fast, because Crash's normal run is not that fast, you know, but if you do slide and jumping, you actually gain quite a bit of speed over running, so that will help you out in a section like that. But anyway, so you see the puzzle here is the sections with the metal crates that you have to use as platforms to get across these gaps, and then some of the nitros that are strung around through here can also be considered a puzzle or a challenge to get through. While they're not nearly as difficult as the metal boxes, you know, with a little practice, none of it's really that difficult. But anyway, so Yeah, this is pretty much the same, except it's definitely a lot harder, because the bees, a lot more lumberjacks around, a lot more of these bullet, of these seed-spitting plants littered around, a lot more nitros. And we also have to go back to where the to see what on that stack of metal crates, what that was. But anyway, so just have to through the sections where you can actually do this, it makes it a little bit easier. But if you want to backtrack that far, it is actually kind of difficult, because there are some sections where you're not going to be able to burrow underground and bypass the bees, like a section right through here. So that's where you'd want to use the sliding to help speed yourself up while going through a section like this. You can slide into the bees. Whoa, that's bad. But thankfully I'll start. And I can see what happens to Crash as you get stung. You don't need to go back that way. Now, if you do slide into the bees, if you spin into them, you have to make sure. Looks like I got electrocuted. You're not supposed to get turned into an angel if you get stung by the bees. Crap. So if I die enough times, I will get a mask, which will make it a little bit easier going through here, but crap. Yeah, you can see it's kind of like the bats from Sunset Vista and the Lost City. You're not going to be able to make it through all of them by the time they start, they're all flying at you, unless you time it just right and you have to slide and spin into them. That's about the only way to be able to get through them. But you do get a life, I believe, if you spin into enough of them, which definitely makes it a little bit easier. And of course, you can kill so yeah, I guess you do gain a life if you kill enough of them, which definitely helps while going through a section like this. Whoa. Okay. And I actually messed this up. You can actually go on the stack of nitros without getting to the nitro exclamation box. And I always have trouble backtracking through here, trying to go all the way back through the level. It actually leads you to a secret path that will allow you to whoa, what the? Okay. Yeah, you can see here the nitros don't explode. You have to get through pretty much really just 3 beehives, and as long as you remember to use the sliding spin move, that'll definitely help you out. And this will take you to an underground section similar to level 15. You'll have, and this will take you to the purple gym. All you have to do is just deal with, I think, 2 hunters, a couple of armored armadillos, and a couple armadillos, a bunch of nitros. And I would like to go through there just to show it off. I've never actually seen it myself all the way through, so unless I die too much, then I'll just go through the level normally. But if I can, I would definitely like to show this off. But that is the purple gym. Just it looks exactly, well, not exactly the same, but they took the same design as they did from Lights Out in Crash 1 and that's the same design that they used for the purple gym in Crash 1. Well, that's the last B, so it doesn't really matter. Well, I guess you have to get through 4 sets of Bs, and that won't even try to go after you if you go around to the back of him, so you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, it will stink that I don't have a mask going through here, but it shouldn't be too difficult. And I actually think you can get up there somehow if you slide jump. Maybe if you slide on top of the mole, or the rat. I think it's a mole though. If you slide on top of him, I think you can actually get up there. But I don't remember exactly how to do it, so I'm not gonna try. But you can. Yeah, this is the difficult part or section. And they do give you a life here. You can see that nitros here. If you want to get through all the way to the end, and there are actually 2 sets of hunters here that you do have to deal with. So you definitely want to take it very slow. Oh crap! You definitely want to take it very slow. Be very cautious while going through here. You do get a mask, which is helpful. And this is about as far as I've made it before. Yeah, I've never actually made it to the end. I thought it was a dead end gym route instead of bringing you back up to here. So that's interesting. Okay. Looks like it stuck me back a little ways, but yeah, not too far. A little bit too far to run again, but you know. Anyway, so yeah, you know that's the purple gym route. Oh, I guess that's the secret route that lets you go to the purple gym route. It is actually pretty difficult, especially if you think about, you know, playing through the game for the first time back in '97. You'd have to think, okay, well, you know, I'm not supposed to touch the nitros, so you'd have to go through the entire level and then you would you know, go through the entire level, detonate the nitros, and then come back if you could. You know, it's pretty difficult. You do have to get through 4 sets of bees to be able to do it, but if you could backtrack and get to there, then you'd find out, okay, well, the nitros aren't, you know, didn't blow up with the nitro switch, which definitely does stink. The first time I realized that, you can see here, 2 gems. You don't actually gain an extra gem. You do only have the 1 gem. And I think that's the only types of gems that will do that is the box gems. I'm not sure though. I've never seen any other like hidden gems or colored gems that do that. I've only seen the these gems do it before, just the box gems, and really only in this level. But I've never actually looked in other levels.
Discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nitrous Rio, the inventor of the Evolvo ray. Rio was responsible for our misunderstandings in the past. He forced me to assist him in his plot for world domination, and he's at it again. He will attempt to stand in our way. Be on your guard, Crash. Use the platform to deliver the crystals to N.Gin.
Alright, so, and now we will go to the 4th boss. We can't actually take a mask in there, so if you do have masks, you would, you know, you won't be able to use them for here, sadly. Alright, so you do not actually have the option to give the crystals to N.Gin. You have to attack him. You can see he does have 5 hit points. What you do is you throw a wumpa fruit at him by either hitting the circle or the square buttons. It doesn't matter. They both are the same type of, you know, same type of wumpa fruit. One is not stronger than the other. And then you just hit, you know, different parts of his body. You can see here the arms, the shoulders, and there will be something on his stomach, stomach layers that he will use for his 5th hit. And all you have to do is just you don't have a flip, so you know, if you are used to jumping and having a flip, you won't be able to use that, so you'll have to be careful jumping over the laser. But all you have to do is just, you know, throw wumpa fruit at the, oh crap, and you don't have a slide either, you know, because the circle button, I guess you could, the R1 button does nothing. The R1 button does act as a slide. It will let you slide and crouch and all that, but it does nothing in this boss fight, so you won't be able to use that, you know, for sliding or crouching. But what the missiles will do here, you can see the shadows on the pads underneath me. All you have to do is just stay to one far path or the other, and I don't know why I can't hit him. I guess you have to stay back far enough. You can't be right on the rails of the thing. Maybe you have to stand in the. What the hell? I've never actually had this much trouble hitting him with these before. And you can hit him, you know, both when they're open. And now what he'll do here, if he only has one, when he only has one shoulder thing, he will throw one that's about a leg height, and you have to jump over it. But once you jump over it and destroy whichever shoulder pads, whichever shoulder's left, you'll see then he'll have a laser which will destroy the platforms underneath you, and then he'll usually go for the right one. You know, he'll shoot all of the platforms once, and then he'll come up randomly, and you have to be prepared for it. As long as you hit the laser in the middle, it's the green gem there, and I think all you have to do is hit it 5 times. All you have to do is just hit the middle gem, I believe, 5 to 6 times, and it's over. What the pattern he'll do is he'll hit the middle platform, the far right platform, the far left platform, and then he'll do a random one after that, once all 3 platforms come up again.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
Alright, so now we are actually on the on Cortex's space station here. You can see the metal starting to peel away, but this is where this is supposed to be. And these levels, most of these levels will be on, you know, in his space station from here on. And they will actually take me a little while to do, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I know it's not quite as short, you know, as some of the other ones I did kind of mess around in level 20, but you know, there was a reason for doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the trivia here. We'll start with the Ruination. 1 crystal, 2 gems, both of them are clear, 84 boxes. Enemies are the jumping monkey, log throwing monkey, and lizard, and then the possum. Ruination is the 19th level in Crash Bandicoot 2. This level follows the theme similar to Road to Ruin. Ruination takes place during a stormy night in an ancient set of ruins. Crash will travel along a path full of stone structures such as rotating pillars and giant statues carved out of rock. This level is filled with many different perils, including platforms that rotate and fall when Crash steps on them. There are also a wide variety of enemies in this level, including rats, chameleons, and gorillas that will toss logs at Crash. Trivia: the name of this level possibly is a combination of the words ruin and nation. This level's gem path is accessible without the green gem by long jumping, pressing circle while moving right, then quickly X plus square. This is one of only 4 levels in the Crash platforming series from Crash 2 onwards that has more crates on the bonus path than the main path. The others being Night Fright and Spaced Out, also from Crash 2, and Drip 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 from Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure, which is a Game Boy title. Let's see. I don't see what the difference is there, but maybe I'll test that out and see if you can actually do it. I'm not sure what this long jump is. And quickly pressing X and square. Oh, maybe I guess you kind of glide in the air. Maybe that's how you get the boxes along level 19 as well. But yeah, I'll definitely give that a try and see if it actually works for both levels, and I'll show those off during the wrap-up video if I can get them to work. Alright, so we'll go to Behaving next. 1 crystal, 2 gems, 1 clear, 1 purple, 92 boxes. Enemies are the Venus Flytrap, which is the seed-spitting one, the Lumberjack, the Tiki, bees, electric fence, spring mines, 2 armadillo, the armored armadillo, and the hunter. Alright, Behaving is the 20th level in Crash Bandicoot 2. It is similar to Digging It, featuring the same enemies, but this time the bees attack Crash in swarms, as it is almost impossible to take out an entire swarm with one attack. Crash will have to take advantage of his ability to spin into the magenta patches of soil throughout the level. Crash can find the purple gem here in one of the more unusual secrets in the series. Players will encounter a staircase fashioned from nitro crates, but they do not actually make the player lose a life. Instead, they warp the player to a secret route. The secret path is a frustrating construction of hunter, lab assistants, and real nitro crates, greatly simplified by the fact that all these obstacles are completely irrelevant because the gem is located almost right at the start of the route. The crate clear gem, meanwhile, is a fairly straightforward affair, unlike Digging It. This level's title seems to be a pun on the word behaving. Alright, so we'll go to the N.Gin boss fight. N.Gin, lasers, missiles, and Dr. N.Gin himself. His level is actually in a spaceport-like area. N.Gin is the 4th boss and the only one who is working for Dr. Cortex and has 5 hit points. Crashes on 3 platforms. N.Gin, controlling a robot, comes in a window and says, like Dr. Cortex said, "Give the 20 crystals you've collected to me." The fight begins. Crash can throw a wumpa fruit at the robot. A few seconds later, the robot fires a red laser from its arm that goes up and down. Throw your wumpa fruit at the 2 arms whenever they're opened. Once you've gotten rid of them, N.Gin will just have 3 hit points. Now flaps on the top of the robot's shoulders open, and missiles fire up out of its head and hit down on the platforms. Hit the 2 of them with wumpa fruit, and N.Gin will just have 1 hit point. This time, the robot will go down, pop up, and blast the platform. Crashes on with a green laser, making it fall. Throw wumpa fruit at the chest. The robot will blow up, sending N.Gin out of the window and into space, shouting back, "Master Cortex will be very displeased with your resistance. Prepare to suffer his wrath." See if there's any trivia linked to this boss fight. Okay, there isn't. I really didn't expect there to be. But yeah, so there you go. That's all the trivia and everything. So thank you for watching. The challenge of the video is how much wumpa fruit did I actually throw at N.Gin during the entire boss fight. Thank you for watching. Next time we'll do Piston It Away, which will take quite a while, and it's actually pretty complicated to get all the gems in this level. I'll try to do Rocket and maybe Night Fight. I don't know 100% sure, because like I said, Piston It Away will actually take quite a while, and then Rocket will take a little while as well. So we'll see. But until then, later everyone.